I am Nick Shell, a certified Enneagram coach. Welcome to the final installment of my series, which is ultimately a book review of Take Care of Your Type, an Enneagram Guide to Self-Care by Christina Wilcox. So, bought this book this weekend, read it pretty quickly, took lots of notes, decided it would be fun to share what I've learned as a certified Enneagram coach about each of the 9 types. What new material did I gain from reading this book? Speaking of this book, you want to buy it? You can do that. You can become like me. Just click the link right there. Takes you to Amazon. You'll probably save a few bucks compared to what I paid for it by getting off of Amazon. Also, if you want to be like me, you could take your Enneagram test and find out what you are. There's a link right there. It's free. It takes about 10 minutes. And lastly, if you want to become certified, imagine that, being a certified Enneagram coach like me, you could. There's a link for that as well. Let's get to it. Number 9. I could insert a Beatles joke here. Would it be lost on my viewers if I were to say, number 9, number 9? I guess I'll know in the comment section. So here we go. 9s, my dad. Number 9, I was raised by a 9 with a 1 wing. So I know exactly what a 9 is like growing up. My friends would say, Nick, does your dad ever talk? Of course, I was a kid, so he's my dad. I don't know any different, that he doesn't talk as much as dads are supposed to or whatever it works. But my dad's a 9. I was raised by a 9, so what does that look like? I guess ironically, he has a firstborn son that's an 8, which is kind of the opposite of a 9 in some ways. But it's funny because I was just telling some people at work today, I said, apparently I'm wired to crave, to start conflict and initiate conflict. But ultimately it's just because I want peace so bad. I want peace. So therefore, I'll start a conflict if it gets me to peace quicker. And I think it helps to understand that, because that 9 is one of my wings as an 8. It's not my dominant wing, but it's there. So I understand, I can relate to 9s. Even if I would make a horrible 9, I can relate to them. Here we go. Here's what I learned from the book. There's new information to me that I felt was worth writing down. 9s crave balance, yet they struggle to find it. They tire easily. They often will appear to be the wallflowers in the room, and they are by default easy to ignore. It doesn't mean that they're boring. They just don't demand as much of attention, and it's easy to not see them first. They want all parts of their lives to feel balanced. They gravitate to what they know when they need risk to find balance. So that's a paradox right there. So they so badly want overall balance in their life. But you are going to have to make some risks in order to get that balance, to kind of fill in those last couple of blanks to get everything balanced. So reminds me a little bit of 3s, how they fear failure so much that they are so successful. There's so many paradoxes with all the Enneagrams, but I think that would be the one for 9 that stands out to me. 9s need to do a brain dump to understand what they are feeling. Now maybe this is part of the 9 for me, as far as my wing goes, because on this song you can type in original song in the search and you'll find I've written dozens of songs and performed them on here. And I have journals. I run a blog, familyfriendlydaddyblog.com, and look at me taking notes on this. So I'm constantly journaling, doing that brain dump, getting that out, understanding what I'm actually thinking and perceiving and feeling. Sometimes I have to write it out before I can understand it. And I can tell you too, in my songwriting, that often brings out the real me. When I look at those lyrics to all the songs I've written on this channel, and I'm always working on new songs, that explains a lot. That's the 9 in me, believe it or not. It says 9s fear asking for space in relationships, though they definitely need it. 9s need do not disturb time. 9s feel emotions more extremely, and they often feel unseen, unheard, or unimportant, unrecognized. And it's funny because I was telling my wife this. I was like, okay, I can see that's me a lot. For me at work, I'm 8-7 wing. I'm strong, I'm confident, and then sometimes by the time work's done, I just kind of lay low. I'm like, I don't really care. I just want to go with the flow. I want there to be peace. Fine, I'll just do the dishes. And I'm not as conversational. So I can see that in myself, how I kind of power down to a 9, when really, probably my family always needs that 7 to keep things interesting, going, and exciting and positive energy. So there you go. This is the final video for this series. If you want to buy this book, you click the link right there. You can learn more about it. Are you a 9? Can I learn about you? You want to leave a comment? do it right there. Thank you so much for watching my series. Thanks for watching. The link's right there. I'm Nick Shell, Certified Enneagram Coach.